be mindful where you spend your money when you are in Colombia. Let's maybe get into the next theme, which is important to me as well to talk about a little bit, which is the impact foreigners have in Colombia, negative and positive. And there's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and I would like to emphasize the good, and that people who join our services, men who join our services, have a mindset and are mindful about the impact you're going to generate in this country and what is the best you can do, right, and what you shouldn't do, and which is not good, and why the service might not be for you. So why I'm getting into this is because I came to Colombia like 12 years ago, and I was so fascinated how warm and welcoming Colombians were, and how they kind of put foreigners on a pedestal. Is that called pedestal? Like, which I couldn't understand, like, because everybody's the same, right? Nobody's better than nobody else, so why a foreigner is better than a local person? So for me, that was not really understandable. But I think it was because Colombia has been affected so long by a very, like before 20, 30 years ago, by a very violent history. And that is why a lot of tourists didn't come for a long time. Like Colombia became touristy maybe in the 2000s and really more touristy 2010, 2015, and maybe really popular in the last 6, 7, 8 years, right? So maybe pandemic also pushed a lot of the videos, and so it became really popular, Colombia, because it became very safe. That's why I always said everybody said dangerous. Colombia is very safe now compared to 30 years ago. You can travel anywhere, you can go by night buses, you can go anywhere. It's really nice. I mean, you have to don't go anywhere with your phone like this. I mean, yeah, common sense, but it's not that you're going to get killed, kidnapped or whatever in Colombia. I mean, it's a very beautiful, nice country with a great biodiversity, beautiful people, just a beautiful place to be. So, and was the vibe the long time ago, that foreigners, like everybody was happy having foreigners here. Everybody was happy about the positive impact, like investments, tourism growth, right? That's what the country needs, like the economical stability, economical growth. So obviously foreign investments, foreigner visiting and falling in love with Colombia and promoting Colombia outside of Colombia, like, hey, look, this is great, come here. So obviously that is so positive, and the Colombians always wanted that. They always wanted that the word gets spread that Colombia is amazing, that you should visit Colombia, and it shouldn't be a secret, Colombia, because right now it's still kind of a secret. So it's going to grow much more. But because there will be so much more growth, there will be also so much more impact of that growth, of that negative and positive. So, and yeah, the positive is a little bit what I already mentioned a little bit, especially you guys, when you come here, when you marry somebody from Colombia, not all of you go and go to the United States and move to the United States. Lots of you get an apartment here, get a second home here. Some of you start a business here. Some of you employ people here. You make investments in land, in businesses. You start families here. You support local businesses, you boost restaurants, you go on tour excursions, all that, right? All these excursions, all these restaurants, all these shopping, everything you spend, all your money you spend in Colombia, and especially if you mindfulness, right, consciousness, spending it in local hotels, for example, local restaurants, coffee shops. Try to avoid American chains if you can, like Starbucks, for example. Nothing against Starbucks, McDonald's, they are in Colombia, right? Burger King, all of them, they are here. But I'm not saying you should avoid them, like just do whatever you want, right? But there are local businesses, local chains, local Colombian businesses that also are benefiting very much from your money, right? Where you spend it. If you see the street seller today in the morning, for example, there was a very old fisherman at the beach. He was like 70 years over, maybe 75 years old, and was selling his fish on the beach. And he caught this fish, right? So, and I'm happy to support somebody like that, you know, and buying this fish from this local person and getting it directly from him. So be mindful where you spend your money when you are in Colombia. And so this is that the positive impact of most of the men we have, most of the men who join our service is very, very much, because I know, I talk to you guys, lots of you have been now building a second home here and treating everybody great and doing the best you can to make the most best impact you can. Right. So, and that I want to really point out, because there is a lot of positive, and there's a lot of great things happening thanks to foreigners coming.
Are you a single man looking for love? Perhaps you should consider expanding your horizons.
Interested? Learn more at cartagenawomen.com.